Hello everyone, this is Kimmy Wyatt. Hello and welcome to this video. You guys, I'm not going to say this video is well overdue, but about a month. First of all, I want to know if you guys can hear the noise upstairs, up above my head. I have been back at my son's for about 3 months now, maybe 4 months. This is the loudest that they have been. And they're upset because I'm fixing to do this video. I want to ask you guys to like, share, subscribe, comment. If you subscribe, please be sure to click the notification bell as well so that you will be one of the first to get notifications of new videos. But let me go ahead and dive in. And you know how I do. You know how I do. I'll go in, go out, go in and go out. So whatever comes to my head, and then I'll go back to whatever I was talking about. And I apologize for that, but this has to be done. First thing I want to say, you guys check on your family members, especially females. These idiots will kidnap a woman and literally trying to get back at another woman, like such as myself. And so they'll go kidnap a family member, usually a daughter, a grandchild, or whatever, female. In the meantime, especially if she's an adult, well, when she's an adult, okay, hands down, they will pretend or have a bitch. And you guys, I put the B word on that, but I was trying to say itch, but it was like something said, no, just say it. They will have a bitch. And I'm not talking about, put it this way. There's prostitutes out here, man. I mean, they've been prostituting for years. If not, you got women on OnlyFans. I don't like branding people's stuff, but OnlyFans, supposedly you can show your whole body and do whatever. But they would never go to the length that these women, and some of them are dykes, get mad because you don't want to talk to them. When that shit started happening. But they will go to the length of me, to the point where I call them man dykes. As a side note for that, I came up with the term man dykes. And what a man dyke is, so that I don't have to do a video on it, although I already did, but I deleted it. It just wasn't based on man dykes. You know, it was a video, the content of the video, and I included like what a man dyke is. But you guys, a man dyke is a woman. And most lesbians don't like to be called dykes, from what I understand. Hey, I'm out. I don't know. But lesbians, you got studs, you got dykes, which is a term people outside of the LGBT community has given that name. And I've been knowing of that name since I was a kid, basically, what a dyke is. That's a female that likes women. Then you have lesbians. But anyway, not to get off subject, but a man dyke is a woman that will act like a man when it comes to sexual, anything dealing with sex. Okay. And this is, but wait a minute. It's not that simple. I'm talking rape, grape. And I hate to use those words, but grape. Okay. So just say what it is. You know what I'm saying? Including things that, in other words, she doesn't care. She will sit there and look at a woman being raped. Ugh, I hate saying it like that, but okay. And get satisfaction from it. That's a man dyke, meaning you're not just only like women. You have man. What is it that men have? Oh my God, I'm losing my terms. You have balls. You literally have balls. And I'm not talking about in a good way, because I'll say, oh, I got more balls than they have. No. I literally, testosterone. You have testosterone with your shit. And y'all excuse this background, but I'm loving it. It is a blanket. It's one of my blankets. And sometimes when I can see now in the future that if I have to do a video, I'm looking at something, right? Oh, that's a pool on my, y'all, I got a pool on my blanket. But this is a serious matter. So let me stay in the serious mode. So you will probably see this blanket when I'm doing a video in the future because it's really nice as a background. So let me get back to the video. So you guys, some of the things that I heard. Well, no, I don't think I need to do the Cash App. You guys, everything is going on good with my Cash App. I ask that you please consider. Oh, did y'all hear that? Somebody hiding in a firecracker upstairs. Yeah, I swear I've never heard. I've said this before, like when I would hear even more than what I've heard. But this is the loudest. I said it last time, not in video, just, ooh, y'all really loud. I haven't heard y'all be that loud. This is the loudest, you guys, that I have heard activity above my head, hands down, since I have been back living with my son. Because I'm up under here. By the way, this blanket is here because I sleep up under this area. Okay. I'm just wondering if y'all can hear it because this camera on this phone is very sensitive, and I mean their activity. But let me tell you some of the things that I've heard, and I got a video coming up also that I just recorded. This is Tuesday, and I just recorded this video Saturday evening. On my way in, I was right at the door almost. I was coming down the sidewalk, and when I tell you guys, God is my business partner. I'm walking down the sidewalk, my normal, from the bus stop, come on in, and I got two ways I can go, to the left or keep going straight, and to get to the apartment. And regardless of which way I took, when I got close to the apartment coming down the sidewalk, God had to have been God. I looked to the left at a vehicle that was backed in. The license plate number, looked right at the license plate number. I'm in motion walking and looked right at a license plate number, like God said, you ain't got to stop. You ain't got to stop, but look to your left. And as soon as I looked to the left, I was right in front of or behind a vehicle, and the license plate had KW on it. Now, before you say anything, which is why this video is coming up, before you say, it's already recorded. Before you say anything, two different phones though. That's why it hasn't been published up yet. Before you say anything, and I'm not going to even go into detail of that. Watch that video. It's a little deeper than just a KW, because when two vehicles down, different license plate numbers, okay? But the fourth vehicle also had a KW. And I'm talking the beginning of the license plate number, 6 letters and digits, combinations. I'm here in the state of Texas. Texas is huge, you guys. What are the chances of you finding vehicles, multiple vehicles, and listen to this video when I post it, and you'll see why I said multiple vehicles, not just two, but in this case, 2 vehicles parked at the same spot, minus the 2 that was in between. Irrelevant. Those are irrelevant. And they both start with KW. The chances of that happen, you have a better chance of winning the lottery because of how big the state of Texas is. Not just the K. Now, if it was just the first letter, oh, okay. KZ, KS. I mean, come on now. You have to be really stuck on stupid to think, okay, it's a K. That's paranoid. But when it's KW, that lessens the chance of that being a coincidence. And when you listen to this video that I'm going to post, you'll understand why I made that statement. But speaking of statements, you guys, sometimes I hear what these idiots are saying. I don't post it. I don't comment to them what I've heard them saying. And when I say these idiots, the 3 witches of Eastwick, which here lately has been 2 witches of Eastwick. But the third one has come around. So I don't know maybe she's on a different mission. And actually, to me, there's 4 instead of 3. It's just that the other two, when it was consistently three, and I'll tell you guys who don't know what I'm talking about in a minute. But this it's like four, and I bet you all this time they knew that I had that number wrong. They knew it's really four of us, but you've been saying three. This is 2023 when I was saying Three Witches of Eastwick, and I've said it since then. But it's dawned on me that two of those voices are very consistent, and then the other two, one of them I know for a fact is in the physical, and she has a job or she will work. So let y'all, this is when I tie all this together. Ooh-wee. I've had people telling me, girl, your story needs to be a movie. And I've even had people go as far as saying somebody's going to contact you about your life, Kimmy, because there's no way. Y'all, when I tie all this together, and I know why she said this. Ooh, what I'm about to tell y'all. I know why they had this conversation, rather. When I say these idiots, people who are already lists, who've been on my page, who have been following me for a minute, to put it that way, you guys know who I'm talking about. But we don't know what I'm talking about. You hear me? Like, what are they? Are these humans? Are these humans? But excuse me, I was trying to burp. Excuse me. Are these humans possessed by demons? Or are these demons that are betraying humans? I mean, because you can reverse that. I mean, what is, what's going on? Okay. So, y'all know when I get it, I'm going to tell you. And please, for the record, I don't go around telling my business. This is not my business. They invited themselves to my party and they refused to leave. Okay. The gang stalking. Oh, you want to be at my party? You want to be at my party and you didn't get an invitation to my life, my party? Okay, let's do this. Oh no, not only did you come to my party uninvited, you ate the dip, the chips, had wine and everything. Well, not what if I got chips, that's a whole different party. I'm not going to have chips and wine at the same. Well, I might, depending on what's going on. Doing the girl thing, we might have some. But I'm just saying, if it's wine there, it's probably going to be some filet mignon. So, no. But regardless of the food you ate, then you thought it was a sleepover. A never-ending sleepover. So if these idiots want to stay in my life like that, hey, let's do it. Since you didn't know how to exit stage left. But let me tell you guys something quick, some of the things that, so that video on the KW, not just those two vehicles, that's what prompted me to go ahead and do that video. And I'm going to say something. Go ahead and do that video. I know in my heart I had already done a video on the KWs. Now, not these two that I saw. Previous KWs. I'm talking about multiple KW license plates. Let me go on and tell you. At an apartment complex that I lived at. Okay? No details. Just listen to that video. I know in my heart, sitting here right now, that I had already done that video on those license plate numbers. And some of my videos, when I first started videoing, like really, really fervently videoing my life when it comes to my gang stalking, some of my videos in the past got deleted. And then you say, "Oh, what video was that?" Some of my videos are missing. So I know in my heart, one of those videos that was missing, or that is missing, is me telling you guys about those vehicles in that parking lot of an apartment complex where I used to live. And I'm going to leave that right there. Watch the video because I've redone the video. Okay. And I'm talking, and this was 2018 when I lived in that complex, that particular complex. So now it's 2026. Okay. That's 8 years ago, basically. Yeah, I've been a gang stalking victim for a minute, but let me tell you guys, so I'm not on here forever. First thing I said, y'all check on y'all family. These idiots will kidnap a woman. And if you're active like me, woke, 10 toes down, will beat somebody's dollar sign for messing with their kids. You've made that statement. Don't F with my kids. You know, you messing with me. Don't F. I'm telling you guys, I made these statements. Don't F with my kids. And you mean that. And they have the scarcity. You know, there's not scarcity as lack, as in lack. But they get to the point where they scared of you because you know once you put something out in the ethers and tell God to act on it, it's going to happen. This is why, no offense, I love kids, but I don't care about their kids. You didn't care about mine. And some of you may think that's hardcore, but I love the hell out of children. I love the hell out of children. But with this stipulation, when your parents, sadly for you, is doing the most to this one, and I'm not talking about we're neighbors, we're next door neighbors, and we just have an altercation. No. This is, y'all heard me say 8 years ago, I can go further. I can go back, y'all, I can go back 20 years with my gang stalking. Just slip right under the radar of my life. And I'm on point, T's crossed, I's dotted, looking in my mirror when I'm driving to make sure nobody follows me home. And the shit just flew right by me. So imagine what's going on with some people, and they're not even as woke as I am. And I'm not even talking about the gang stalking. I'm talking about before I realized that I'm a gang stalking victim. Always cross the T, dot the I, made sure nobody followed me home. Blah, 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 blah. You hear me? In other words, if they can F with me, not trying to be funny, y'all look out. Watch out. Watch out now. Watch out. Because when I tell you this shit just literally passed, it in my life, just passed through the radar, man. But not really. Because during this time, which is why I can go back into my history, you're noticing things, but you, like, they love this, y'all. This is why they getting away with it. You brush it off at some point. You know you locked that bedroom door in the house that you grew up in, and I do have some circumstances or evidence. Evidence is coming up. I've been saying that for years. They coming up, y'all. Just stay tuned. Okay? You know you locked that bedroom door, but you put the lock on it. The bedroom door that the bedroom that your brothers used to sleep in. You're back in the house that you grew up in, but you come home one day and it's unlocked. But it's just the kind, even though it's a key entry, nothing spectacular, just an inside, $10 lock that you can get at Wally Mart. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not even knowing that you're being spied on, but you know you being spied on because things are happening in that house. But not to the point where someone would be able to gain entry. Did y'all see that orb? Okay, after 18 minutes, y'all go back and look and see, or rewind. I just saw an orb just come down, and they're around me. Someone touched me on my shoulder, on my arm, as I got up under here to go to sleep the other night. And let me get to this. So I will be doing circumstances or evidences coming up, and that house that I grew up in is definitely on the list. Now, did those videos, and I say those videos because there were 4 of them. The video was so long, the information of the house that I grew up in and moved. Y'all, there's some stuff going on in this corner. Okay. The camera didn't show because it's over to the right. Yeah, okay. There's some orbs going around in here. Mama, if that's you, hello, good morning. Yeah. And it could be because of the content that I'm about to tell you guys about. It could be confirmation. I was going to say it could be my mother, could be my daughter. You guys, I can be wronger than 2 left shoes. But the reason why I'm telling you guys to watch out for your daughters, your granddaughters, mamas, mothers, is because if your gang stalking gets to the point like mine, and I'm woke and I'm recognizing, as you can see in this video, everything they're doing, and you've made the statement, you better not mess with my kids, blah, 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 blah. Whether you've made that statement or not, they're going to mess with your lineage. Keep in mind, most times, of course, you're going to be a targeted individual. And if you're a targeted individual, you're going to be gang stalked. If you're a gang stalking victim, does not mean that you're a targeted individual. Kimmy, what is a targeted individual? Okay, here we go again. You guys look this stuff up, but I'm going to briefly tell you. A targeted individual is a person that usually is targeted because of their religious beliefs. They're targeted because of their smartness. They have a lot of information. Ding! They're targeted because of their sexual orientation. Not just that they are doing and this is not me. I'm just giving you categories now. They could be in the LGBT community, and I forgot it's some more letters added. I don't know what y'all got going. Y'all done use the whole damn alphabet. LGBT. But they are doing something. They're doing the most. They may be doing S&M stuff, dominatrix stuff with their lesbianism or gayism. You know what I'm saying? They're doing something to where that person may be targeted or is targeted for sexual reasons. It could be for political reasons. You're just a voter. I mean, you vote every year, but your tactics, when you get online, you have the voice that would make people sway to the other side, even if they weren't planning to do that, because you bring the facts and it's right in their face. You know what I'm saying? That's me. So even with President Obama, when Google Plus was out, Google Plus was a social media platform offered by Alphabet Inc., which is the owner of Google. And of course, they got rid of it in 2018 or whatever. I remember the day, y'all, because I really did love Google Plus over as compared to another social media platform that it was like. But they got rid of it. But yeah, I'm on there. I can safely say I'm not the only reason why President Obama won that election, but I can safely say that I put my 2 cents in it. Okay. Yeah. So make sure that you physically see, to sum this part up. Make sure that you are physically seeing that person. Make sure that you see that person on, I don't use this, you guys, but if you have an iPhone, I forgot what it's called, where you can literally see the person in the video. There's apps where you can actually see the person. I don't use those kind of apps, whether Android or iPhone, but they are available especially if that person's in Connecticut and you're in California. Make sure that you can physically see that person. The purpose of this video, prompting me to do this video, is not because of the KWs. I just threw that in there to let you guys know that video's coming up. It is because these idiots will buy vehicles this is part of it. They will buy vehicles for people whom have gotten into gang stalking and they're deciding to get out, or they're over the top questioning at some point their motives. Now, I know for a fact this idiot and Warlock, by the way, when I get into the 3 witches of Eastwick, their pimp, seems like to me, he seems like he's their pimp, is a warlock that has a hots for me. Okay, never. But also at the same time, psycho, by the way, cannot stand me, hacks in all of my things, a pure bona fide control freak, wants to control my life. As a matter of fact, you guys, I just had to change. You guys don't even know what has been happening to me over the last 2 weeks. iPhone, that phone I was using in my videos, you guys, putting the phone up to my face. I think I'm the last dinosaur that does that. That particular phone is gone now, y'all, because they were hacking in that phone so bad that I just said, forget it. It already had cracks. You guys saw the tape Some of you who have been already following me, you saw the reason why that green tape or purple or both was on the back of that phone was because the phone was over the top cracked. So finally it got to the point, like going on a whole week, would not let it go. I often my shit because it turns his ass on that he can try to piss me off, but I'm calm, cool, and collected. Those days are over. I have realized that this is energy harvesting. I have realized that this is destiny swapping, and I have realized and been knowing for a minute I'm not the only victim. And I will say thank you, other victims who are like me, who are letting people know what's going on. Because at some point, you guys, I'm telling you, I said 20 years total. I felt like the lone stranger. No family was listening to me. Not that I had a lot of family that I talked to at the time. It was just, it's just been really an ordeal for me, which is why people said, girl, your stuff's going to be in a movie. Or, Kimmy, why don't you go back to that? Girl, you need to write a book. Why don't you write a book? Every blue moon, I'll have someone asking me that because it'll be a bestseller because your love. True. I know these things. I know if a movie was made of my life, I would have to, first and foremost, I want to be there for every freaking second of it because I want things to be said and done just like it happened. Okay. Hands down, 110% telling the truth. Okay. Yeah. And there are people out here, from what I understand, that are already doing videos of my life, and they'll come in and approach me. I know this in the past. They haven't done it here recently, but when you say they haven't done it here recently, here we go. That's when they're going to crank it up. And these are usually white people. And they will come up to me wanting me to get upset to see, in other words, to see how I'm going to react to them doing whatever they're doing. And they video it. And then they publish it up. No, let me tell y'all something. And I'm going to say this again. You ain't ever got to worry about that. I came up with $1 billion skin and hair care line, and I'm not just calling it $1 billion skin and hair care line. I can put that stamp on it, regardless. No offense to anyone who has any products out there. When my stuff hits your head, speaking on the skin, the hair oil, your hair is fixing to grow. And it's not that it's fixing to grow. That's a given. It's how fast and expedient, like within hours, your hair starts growing. And it depends on your cells, y'all. Everybody's cells are not the same. So these are cases that I know for a fact. This is why I have videos on my YouTube channel, KimMeWyatt, KimMeWyatt. Put the @ in front of that. All together on YouTube. Look me up. I did documentation, and I will continue to document as needed so that people can see what I'm saying has validity to it. We go somewhere in 4 hours and your hair has grown and you have a big old grapefruit size bald spot in the back of your head. Yeah. That has never been done on the planet. So when I tell you I am not in competition with anyone, I'm not in competition with anyone, and I've never been competitive. With God, you have no reason to be in competition, and therefore you have no competitors that you are even concerned about. God first, me second. So he had his foot, his hands, his fingernails. I'll even say he had some of the archangels off. And hey, so my I'm gonna say it the way I normally would say it. My shit is not on trial. So, and therefore, but I'm not pushing it out to people to be competitive. I don't do that. I don't do competition. But I do know that I don't have any competition in this field. And there's been products that's been out for 50 years. I literally do not have any competition because of what God has put in my lap. No one's hair has ever grown on the planet that fast. So, ding! So people have products that grow people's hair. This is off the record. My products, expedient. Your hair is going to grow. Guaranteed. And it's literally, you're going to look at your hair the next morning. Put it this way, within 72 hours, you're going to see something. It's just to sum it up, because everybody's different, sales and things like that. So no, there's no competition. So you guys check on this, your family. You may not be talking to your daughter. You may not be talking to your sister. You may not be talking to your mother. And this can go on forever. Even if you call them, they will, depending on how smart the family is, depending on how smart the mama is, they will go to the point of even paying that person's cell phone bill. Please know the cartel is heavily involved in gang stalking, so the money is no issue. This is how they're able to make or ask you to move out of, if you're a gang stalker, they're able to ask gang stalkers, let me put it that way, to potential gang stalkers to move out of their apartment. Or they're going to say it on different levels. It's organized crime. First thing they're going to ask you is for you to watch them in your own apartment. No, I don't want to do that. Okay, but they've opened their mouth. It's too late. So they're going to offer you money. They're going to up the ante. They're going to up the amount of money they're going to offer. They're going to buy you vehicles. They're going to whatever they got to do. And usually vehicles are bought for two reasons. Let me tell you why vehicles are bought. And I did contact the DMV, Department of Motor Vehicles. Going back to that video that I'm going to post up. I did, and I'm mentioning it in the video. I definitely contacted the Department of Motor Vehicles about license plates. And if you have a parking lot, you sell cars, can you have your vehicle's license plate numbers start with whatever you want it to start with? Okay. And I'm not going to even tell you what the answer was. I want you to watch the video. But, when you're gang stalking, to get back to that, when your gang stalking is like mine, and especially if you quote unquote think you're bad, or they think that you think you bad, and you don't mess with my kids, you better not mess with my kids. Guess what? They're going to do that. They have money. The money is no issue for these idiots, because they make so much money watching kids, following women, doing all this, blah, blah, blah. They make buku money, millions a month, on top of being associated with the cartel. So that's not an issue at all for them to be making any kind of money out and giving you money and compensating you with vehicles. That same apartment complex I'm referencing in that video that I'm about to post up, some of those people had 2 and 3 vehicles, y'all. So let me go back to what I was saying. Thank you, business partner God. The 2 reasons they will compensate people with vehicles is because of the hard work that they're doing. That's one of the reasons. If you are they're ace buku, you are doing the work, and but not just the average doing the work. I'm talking about you going over the top. You're following that person. You're a flying monkey or perp. Flying monkey, AKA perp. Whatever they tell you to do, you do it. At some point, when they see that you're getting lax, or I don't want to go today, man, I'm tired, and it's been consistent. They'll let you say it and do that one day, but I just don't see the purpose of watching her. I mean, if you say anything like that, but you've been on point all that time, they're going to give you an incentive. They're going to give you a bonus. They're going to buy you a vehicle. Another reason why they will buy you a vehicle is this. Drum roll. If you're trying to bail out, and they fear you're going to tell the victim with the fear that you're going to tell the victim what they've been doing. This just proves that how people can be bought, man. It's people on the planet. If you dangle $5 in their fucking face and they are broken in a joke, they will do anything. But we're talking about people who have income coming in. And y'all, let me tell y'all something that's going on with my throat right now. I don't like to admit, in most cases, witchcraft and voodoo that they're doing at the moment when I'm doing a video. But yeah, something's going on with my throat. My throat feels like it's becoming sore all of a sudden, and I hadn't been hanging around anyone. I know how to remedy that. You can drink my oil, although it's not made for that. Moving right along. Okay. So, Yeah, they'll compensate you if that person is becoming really, excuse me, angry. I don't want to do this anymore. Why are y'all doing this to her? Asking questions, rebelling. I'm just gonna go on and tell, anything they'll come out and say it. For those who come out, I'm just gonna go on and tell them what y'all doing. Blah, 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 blah. However that may go at some point, they're gonna reel your ass back in and buy you a vehicle. Yeah. See, it's strange how people didn't know I knew that. I said 20 years I've been dealing with these idiots. I know what they will do. I know what sluts they will approach or what type of sluts they will approach. I know bitch ass nigs. I know who they will get, what type of people they will get to do this and get the job done, because they want their hands to be as clean as possible. I know that these idiots don't know that the information is on their fucking phones. This is how stupid people are. Guess what would happen? Because it's going to go to court. This is going to be, by the way, hands down, you guys, and I mean the whole camaraderie of this whole gang stalking thing, you guys heard it from me. I may be dead and gone, but it won't be behind them, okay? We all got to get up out of here. This is going to be the biggest case in the history of mankind. Do you hear me? This and ICE is doing their job, yay, doing what they're supposed to. And it's not just Hispanics that's involved in this. Let me clarify that, because some people think when you mention race in your stuff that you're being prejudiced. No, this is my fucking life, and I mention what the if I want to mention who's doing this to me, the predominant. I have clearly said, if you've been following me for a minute, I put race in my stuff when I was in radio, and I didn't even know I was a gang stalking victim. If I was, and I was. So please don't take it personal when I point out at a race. If you don't want to throw your race under the bus, leave people alone. And I'm not just saying it because it's one or two people. I'm saying it because it's the predominant. And one of my quotes is this, y'all. I have a lot of quotes. I got to post my quotes, y'all, as well. Lord have mercy. When 70% of a race is doing something, then all are inclusive. It goes something like that. That's a substantial amount of people. When 70% of a race, whether they're black, Indian, Hispanic, whatever. You guys, my throat, I'm telling you, my throat right now, it's like something is tap dancing in the back of my throat right now, literally. It's not going to work. I'm going to return it back to center, and I'm going to return back to center food, y'all. I mean, in a good way. Y'all got it down to a science, and it works. It works. Anybody please, first of all, don't come up to me and tell me about return to sender as a side note, or tell me that's witchcraft. No. It has been well known that a witch who doesn't mind people knowing she's a witch, she's on YouTube, clearly said, when I was questioning in my mind, if return to sender is witchcraft, and here comes God again, turned the TV on, got on YouTube, and guess what came in my recommended videos? Video title is Return to Sender Witchcraft. Over 100,000 followers. I think she knows about witchcraft and if return to sender is witchcraft. And she resoundingly said, no. What you're doing, I'm paraphrasing, it was very short and brief, even though the video was longer. She said, what you're doing is returning back to the sender what someone sent to you. Let me tell you, give y'all a little tip. Hey, When something goes out in these ethers, it's like a boomerang, right? It's going, it's going, it's going, it's going, it's going, it's going to come back to you if someone wants it to come back to you, right? Guess what? While it's out there, guess what you can do? You can amend it. Oops. Or not while it's out there, like it's going to dissipate. No, I'm not saying that. When somebody casts something on someone, like my throat is hurting me right now, all of a fucking sudden, y'all. No joke. And I know when I have a sore throat and I cannot stand them, even as a kid. Ooh, you want to know? Ooh. I now know how to get rid of them as an adult, but I'm just saying. Yeah. You want to know about return to sender and what you can do with the return to sender? That's why I just said I don't care about their kids. I don't care. Get your black suit ready. Not that I'm saying hocus pocus, ippity bippity boppity boo, do something to their kids. Oh, no. Let me tell y'all what you can do with a return to sender. And you know in your heart. See, when you return something back, like my throat is hurting. Okay, perfect example. But no, let's just say your knees are hurting. And you know in your damn heart, but most people, oh, my knees are hurting. I don't know why my knees are hurting. But you hadn't hit them on anything. At least one knee. You just say one knee. You hadn't hit your knee on anything. You're pretty damn healthy. You know your knee should not be freaking hurting, but it's in excruciating pain. But you chalk it up to, which they love, which is why witches get away with stuff, because they know you're just going to chalk it up to life. Okay? Oh, my knee, girl, what's going on? Girl, my knee I can't even hardly walk. Now, side note, they don't want you to walk because you're leaving too much in their spine on your ass, moving right along. So if your knee starts hurting, and this is what I've been doing in my life, and I practice this, not witchcraft, because I said practice, okay? I've been practicing this in my life, just with this sore throat. When things come in my life, y'all, effing with my hair, different things come in my life, and it's dealing with my beauty, with my health, things like that. I have conditioned myself, and that's the word I should have been saying. I have conditioned myself to just return it back to sender regardless of what it is. Guess what's going to happen? Because it wasn't ordained from God. But although God created evil, and anyone who wants to challenge me on that, and I love God, okay? I'm just keeping it real. He created evil. He did. Where do you think it came from? Out the damn sky? This is why God doesn't favor anyone. He is a bona fide, certified, hands down, 10 toes down, 10 fingers in the air God. Okay? God does not favor anyone. Now, he will give you favor. Just had this conversation with someone briefly, bus driver. He will give you favor, but he does not favor you. Woo! Let me get it. Y'all don't make me take y'all ass to church. Oh, okay. I wouldn't be saying ass if we were in the church. But preachers be cursing now, y'all. They're like, okay, God, you knew how I wanted to say that. Yes. Let me say that again. And I'm getting to it. Y'all, God does not favor anyone. So please don't come up to me, blessed and highly favored. I swear I'm going to walk off. Please don't. Yes, you are blessed. Oh my God, you still here. You woke up this morning, blah, 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 but you are not highly favored. I'm so sorry. I'm not even highly favored. But God does say, touch not my anointed. Woo! And here's another kicker for y'all. Here's another is it resonance? Okay. Not resolution. It's going to come to me. Revelation. Ooh, pun intended. Here's another revelation. You guys, you got chosen people and you got anointed people. Just like I said, if you're a gang stalking victim, that doesn't mean that you are a targeted individual. However, if you are a targeted individual, you are definitely, hands down, going to be gang stalked, thus making you a victim, a gang stalking victim. You're going to be both. Same thing between chosen people and anointed. You got chosen people out here, and you have anointed chosen people. Kimmy, what you saying? God said, touch not my anointed. He didn't say, touch not my chosen. Oops. Ouch. Let me say that again. See, people take the Bible and chop it up into what they make soup out of it and with crackers. No, God said, touch not my anointed. If he wanted to put chosen in there, he would have. He would have. I'm his secretary. He would have. He said, touch not my anointed. Kimmy, break it down. I'm just to break it down for you. Just because you are chosen, and that's a high title. Okay, that's a seal of approval. That does not mean that you are one of God's chosen. I mean, wait a minute. I got 20%. My battery come from with my batteries. I got a little message. Did I say that right? Because the message popped up and caught me off guard. Let me say it again. Just because you are chosen, and I hate to say just because we special. We special. And I watch this. Notice I said we. Chosen or special. Got 144,000 deep. But guess what? Those anointed ones, y'all hear that pen? You can't hear that pen drop. Or you can, rather. You can hear that pen drop, right? Anointed. That's a whole nother level. So, here comes the comparison between targeted individual and gang stalking victims. Here is the comparison. Just because you are chosen does not mean that you are anointed. Woo! I just heard some people feelings. They little feelings, and they wasn't on purpose because we all the same. And when we all in the same boat. Okay. Who was that rescued the slaves? Who was that? What was her name? Harriet Tubman. Harriet Tubman was in the same boat with the slaves, but she was the rescuer. Ooh, y'all! I told you I'm gonna take you to church on this Tuesday morning. Just like you are a chosen, doesn't mean you one of God's anointed. But here's a kicker, just like I just said. But if you are anointed, you are one of God's chosen. Ooh, let me sit down. Let me sit back down. I stood up, y'all. Let me sit back down. Now it's going to rewind that. Because some people don't get that. Once again, and I'm fixing to shock y'all at the end of the rest of this video, the purpose of this video, but this is beautiful. I am enjoying this video. Just because let me stop saying just because chosen or off the chain. Very aware, very well-rounded. Okay. If you are one of God's chosen and you know in your heart you one of God's chosen, you're woke, nothing passes your radar, blah, 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 love God, will die for God, blah, blah. Good. Okay. But there's some chosen that are anointed. Did y'all hear that? Anointed, chosen. And y'all got some videos coming up, and these videos, that's why I got to get to premium service, because some of my content, y'all, is so damn deep that you just got to pay for it. I'm not making no money. You got to pay for it, y'all. Y'all don't know. Y'all have no freaking clue. Get the numbers up. Like the videos. Get the numbers up. Get the video minutes and shit. Because premium service is when I'm going to go in, y'all. I swear I could be God's secretary, and I swear before the Lord. Speaking of Lord, here go another revelation, y'all. Lord is just a person with authority, whether in the physical or the spiritual. Y'all heard what I said? See, y'all, a lot of people like, Lord, No. That's why Jesus is Lord and God is Lord, because the actual definition of a Lord is literally a person of authority. So they both are lords. So which Lord are you addressing? I mean, they're on the same team. I'm just saying, specify. Specify when you're talking. And lastly, in order to get to God, Lord God, you got to go through his son. Please don't question that. Please don't sit up there. Well, why? Let me go on and address this. Lord have mercy. I told y'all I will send you to church and I will open your eyes up to some shiggity that you ain't never gonna get it, 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 never gonna get it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Listen. Y'all, I'm going to hold off on that. I'm going to hold off on that because I'm talking too much. I really am. So let me tell you guys, because I need some, I got some paid content that's coming up and get these numbers up, subscribe to the channel, tell everybody about this channel. Hello, y'all. Tell everybody about the channel. Share the channel and all that. You can't share my content and embed my content because I am a gang stalking victim and people have been and are out there trying to make money. That's why I put my Cash App. When you look at the videos where I'm in front of the mirror and I got Cash App up there, okay, you can share my video, but then money gonna come to me. Okay. So let me tell y'all some things. So to sum that up about your daughters and your granddaughters and how they buy vehicles for people, they will buy vehicles for people. They do. Okay. They buy vehicles for people. Been knowing it, seen it in action. One young man at one of my apartments, he had 3 vehicles. He was a soldier for him. But that whole complex, not the whole complex, but the whole crew that was working with them had vehicles. And it's gotten to the point where I would be in my former apartments, I would say, because I know I'm being listened to, all the Bluetooths, I would say, y'all don't know, y'all, why come y'all ain't asking them for vehicles? Because see, they losing money. Although they have money, they losing money because of buying people these vehicles, right? So I would say stuff like, oh, why come y'all ain't y'all ain't asking for no vehicle? If you're going to watch me gone, I shouldn't be telling you this, but at my last apartment, some people had 3 vehicles. All I got to do is tell these idiots that you fit to go tell the person what they doing. Oops. They going to compensate you. So this is what I heard. So I'm sleeping up under here, you guys. Okay. But it was turned, the bed was turned in a different direction, okay? And they think, first of all, how in the hell are you seeing me? God, ooh, I love you. Y'all, that's my daddy. Listen, my spiritual daddy. Okay, ceiling fan above my head. My grandson may or may not be above my head, depending on what's going on. He could be with his mom. But let's just say he above my head. Okay. What are you saying, Kimmy? Okay, this is a bunk bed up under her, y'all. But the bottom part is the kind of bunk bed where you could put probably put a desk, put a desk up under there for the kid or whoever the bunk bed is for. But there's no desk, so it's a space. So I sleep up under there. Some of y'all have seen my videos about that. So you got a ceiling fan up here. Thank you, Lord. Right up under that ceiling fan is the bunk bed, the bunk part of the bed. Big old mattress, heavy mattress, about 4 or 5 blankets, comforters and blankets. 2 pillows are up there, I know for a fact. My grandson may be up there. Now, let's go below. I got the setup up under here, y'all. Let me see if I can show it. Let me see if I should show it to you. Okay, let me see. Hold on. I don't know. I'm gonna look up under here. Let's see. Put it this way. I got towels that go across this because this bed has bars up there to keep the mattress intact. I've got towels a towel going across. In other words, even up under this bed is stuff literally going across up under it. How the hell are you still seeing me? And it's not a camera up under there. This is why I said, y'all, paid content. I will tell you this, and I'm fixing to end this with this. This is the purpose of the video. 54, 51 in, but that was great. Like Tony the Tiger. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. While sleeping, and y'all, this chair is making that noise, y'all. That chair. I mean, that noise. Okay, so I'm sleeping up under here. The bed was turned in a different direction. And although my eyes are closed, they're thinking I'm asleep. But I can, y'all don't, ooh, Lord have mercy. Should I tell them? Y'all, some people, y'all didn't know that I can hear in my sleep. Everybody can hear in their sleep. No. I literally can be asleep and still hear what the hell going on around me. That's scary. No, I can. And Kimmy, if I got my music on. Okay, first of all, be quiet. Be quiet. We're not talking about you, what you got, your spiritual, I can hear music and the physical gifts. We're talking. No, what I'm saying is I can literally be dreaming, for instance. I'm in my sleep dreaming, but I still I'm aware of what is going on. Dreaming is in the spirit, okay, spiritual. But I'm still aware in the physical of my surroundings and what is going on around me. So they think these witches of East, 3 witches of Eastwick, well, 2 predominant. And this warlock, they think I'm asleep. In most cases when I am asleep, but I can hear what you're saying. I'm clairaudient, okay? I have videos coming up on that. Kimmy, what is clairaudient? Not going to do it today, sorry. That's a psyche. That's your psychic abilities. I didn't even know that's what it was. Didn't know. So I'm not trying to brag on myself. Did not want it. Did not know what I knew. I could hear some shiggity. You hear me? And what I'm hearing ain't nobody around. Preacher mode. I can, nobody's around me, but I'm hearing, things said about me let me see, how can I say it? No, yeah, they will say, especially idiot number 2. You ain't, bitch, you're not going to be able to put them pants on, stuff like haterade, y'all, hater. Okay, I'm not going to go in there. But yeah, and I am literally putting on pants in my conscious, in the physical, not thinking about them at all. And this is, clairaudient. You can hear. It's very spiritual. There's 8 clairs, and I will be doing a video coming up on that to sum that up. This is your psychic abilities to be able to do that. So I can hear, they think my eyes are closed in most cases. And to clarify or to prove what I'm saying, I've heard them several times just this morning when they realized I was going to do this video. That bitch can hear everything we saying. She sure can. It used to be angry, like that bitch can hear everything. Now, reality, they know. It's no use to getting upset about it. I can hear what you're saying. So, bring it down. Or I didn't ask them to bring it down. They brought it down on themselves. They'll make the statement, but it's not as harsh or as unreal or unbelievable as it was before, or seemingly unbelievable as it was before. Now they know, so they'll just calmly say, she can hear, she really can hear everything we saying. Hell, fuck yeah. Yeah. And just because I'm not commenting on it, I could be in the kitchen cooking and I hear what you're saying. Don't get it twisted, woo-woo. That does not mean I did not hear what you said. So here we go. About 3 weeks ago, you guys, I was sleep, up under here and with my eyes closed. And of course, like I said, I can hear them even in my sleep, I can hear them. And not even thinking about them in my sleep is what I'm saying. I'm in another world, like either I'm dreaming or not dreaming, but I can still hear them. So they thought I was quote unquote knocked out sleep, like knocked out, like I'm knocked out. And I was. Y'all know what I'm saying. Here comes two things I want to tell you. No, let me go ahead and tell you about the one and the physical. I get up to go get in the shower, and this is not the first time this has happened. When I get in the shower, you guys, and I'm going to do a video. Ooh, I got to kind of front somebody out about me and showering and my body. Most gang stalking women women who are victims of gang stalking, for those of you who don't know, we don't get in the shower all the fucking time because we know the cameras are on us. Now, if you're a little slut and you're used to getting in the shower, or you would do something like that knowing that you are being spied on, go right ahead. Okay. But most gang stalking victims that are women, that are targeted individuals, and they have been going through this for a minute, are not just going to do the strip tease thing and give these idiots what they want. Sorry. Ding. So we're not going to shower as often as we would like to. And for the fucking record, if my mother was standing right here, she would probably grab this phone, showing her face because she wouldn't give a D@MN, and tell the whole world, my daughter, Kimmy, she's going to take 2 or 3 showers a day. I got 2 kids. And I'm not just saying this. I've heard my mother say this. Okay. Literally. I got 2 kids. That Kimmy and that Greg, my deceased brother, they going to get in the shower. I had a brother, I swear, that was like me. He would get in the shower 2 or 3 times a day. Not every day. But he gonna come out smelling like some coals, baby. He gonna come out smelling, baby. For absolutely no reason, no rhyme or reason. He wasn't stinky before he got in there. That's just me and my brother. So when I have people projecting on me, bitch, watch when I get in my mansion. Watch what I'm going to do, because I already planned it. I'm getting in that bathtub with all that bubble bath with no clothes on, and the camera is going to be rolling. Do you hear what I said? That's been on my agenda for years. Ooh-wee. Wait till I get married and me and my husband, and he done protected me and I'm secure. Wait to see what I do. I'm going to make damn sure that they see that I'm in the shower, in the bathtub. I'm going to make damn sure that they know I took all my clothes off, and I'm going to make damn sure that they know I got a champagne glass right there in my hand with some candles, and I'm chilling because you didn't see it. You didn't see it no more. He's seen it. And guess what? He see it in the shower, in the bath. He see it everywhere. Your ass didn't see it, you perverted bat. Okay. So, you okay? He see it. You didn't. After you saw it. And it is all of me. When I say it, all of me. Why not take all of me? However that song goes. So the physical, let me tell you the 2 things I got to tell you guys so I can wrap this up 10242 in. So when I get up to take a shower, it's really me laying down or whatever, and I just literally pop up, knowing I'm not, oh, by the way, I don't take my clothes off when I shower, if I didn't say that. Whatever I have on, I'm going to keep that on, and I'm going to go in there and watch the essentials and blah, blah, blah. But he wants to see it, this fucking warlock that has attached himself to me, this idiot. Now, if y'all post your comments, and right now as it stands to post comments on my video, I'm going to change this though, to anybody, back to how it was, so anybody can post on my videos. But as it stands right now, in order to post on my videos, you have to be a subscriber. Okay. Post your comments, subscribe and post your comments if you're not already subscribed. Okay. If somebody, how can I put this? Okay. Let me go ahead and go into what I was saying, and I'll come back to that later it'll be a pinned comment. But I was going to do a quiz, and I wanted you guys to post your comments. It may have been planned the night before. It may have been planned that morning, although my eyes are closed and I'm asleep, that I'm going to get in the shower that day, right? So I jump up, I find my soap, my towel, and I run in there. This idiot, I'm not the only person in this building that is looking at. He's a pedophile. He loves children. He loves to look at children. He has a demon of lust on his ass to the bone, who is where I'm supposed to be kidnapped and all that shit, where they can just have sex with me and do whatever. You hear me? I'm just keeping it real. He has a demon of lust on him. And because he cannot, everybody else follows his ass, and I'm not, and I refuse to, and he wants to be in control of me, my thoughts and what I'm doing. And no joke, y'all. I'm not joking. I'm rebellious in his world because he's a narcissistic psychopath. Okay. So he can't stand the fact that I'm not on his team. I don't want him. I'm big mouth. I will say stuff in this apartment and any other place that I am loud. Let him know how I feel about this, that, and the other. Although here recently, when I found out that they use that as energy harvesting, or that's energy harvesting, wanting to get you upset so that they can manifest shit. You know what I'm saying? I have toned down a whole lot, 360 almost. So I don't comment when they're hacking in my phone. I don't make no comment. Every blue moon, I'll say something. But I know they're hacking in my phone. Because I know also what comes with that, you're hacking in my phone because you want me to get upset so that you can harvest my energy. And manifest. No, itch. No. So when I get up and go take a shower, he's already gone. Early in the morning, I already know this is not fabricated. I put my hands on a stack of Bibles, what I'm saying right now. I know this idiot will, unless they were hacking in my phone the night before or the day before, and he feel like I'm going, when he leaves, I'm going to get early in the morning. I'm going to get back online, okay? But if he see that it's past 10 or something like that, he'll go ahead and leave. But usually, in most cases, it's before the sun comes up that he gets up out of here. He's watching somebody else in their apartment that has children. Ooh-hoo-wee. So one day when the physical, this and the other one is a spiritual. One day when I decided, it was already planned. I'm fixing to go get in the shower. And they do this all the time, y'all. They'll call him. You better call him. To let him know, because he wants to see me in the shower. He doesn't give a fat rat whether I have on a fur coat, looking like Linne from Good Times. He doesn't give a fat freak if I have on a fur coat or a swimsuit. As long as he can see, this is a pervert. Did y'all hear what I said? As long as he can see me in the shower. Y'all stop laughing. Oh, that's good enough. That I said a bona fide lust demon. The shit that you and I wouldn't even be. Damn, you ain't seeing nothing. You got on the fur coat. What do we gonna walk out and go look at it if we stupid like that or lustful. We gonna go look at something on the TV. You ain't seeing this one. He don't give a fuck if I got on a bra with some stretch pants, which will never happen. In other words, I'm covered up. Okay. It's the turn on. It's the fact that he is seeing me and it's as far as, what he can see, which is nothing. It's the shower scene itself. In other words, psychopath. So I know for a fact when I get in the shower, I hear them. You better call him or now she gonna be through by the time. This is voice number 1. And she has a name. I call her. I got 10 minutes on this phone, y'all, and I'm not gonna do a part 2. She'll double-minded. That's what I call her. And the second voice is hater, boss, but not a boss. Okay. She thinks she's a boss lady. So they'll call him and he'll try to get over here. So the length of time and I know when he's up there, when he's made it. So I said, okay. I realized months ago, he's watching somebody else. Come on now. Not shocked. This is what he does. He's watching someone else in their apartment and come to find out it's kids. And this is how I know. And probably the mom and daddy too, or whatever's going on in the situation. So, when I got ready to get in the shower one morning, they was fixing to call him, and one of them says, let me get it together. No, I wonder, this is probably when I first started, just jumping up and getting in the shower. Here. I wonder, where is he? And about 2 seconds passed, and the voice, when the other one said, "Oh, he's probably over there watching them kids. He's showing the fuck ain't babysitting no one, y'all. Do you hear me? He's probably over there watching them kids." Do y'all see how calm I said that? Is that a slut, a bitch, a whore, or what? Post your comments. Succubus. Post your comments. What woman would say something like that calm? And knowing inside know that I love children. Okay, some features. Let me tell you the other thing I heard the other day. Some features, their battery is low. Some features. Check this out, y'all. This is in the oh God, in the spirit, and I just lost whatever it was. Oh my God, y'all. Oh, it'll probably be a pin coming because my phone is literally. Wait a minute. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. All right, I got the plug, and I got the charger. Okay, I got one end in. Let me put the other end in. Okay, it worked. Y'all, how about I forgot what this other thing I had to tell y'all, and this was the purpose of this video. You see what I'm saying? The purpose of this video was for me to tell y'all this other thing that Lord, bring it back to me. Oh, he just did it. Oh, that's my business partner. So I'm asleep once again. This is what I hear, and this is why I say this is going to be. Oh, I can move my hand now. Hold on, y'all. Oh, wait a minute. It came out. All right, here we go. So once again, I'm asleep. The Psalm this up 111:42 in. And this is what I hear, very brief. Because I have been doing some research. Keep in mind, this is stuff I got, y'all, archons. I found out I know who they are now. I understand why you can see through all of this stuff up here and see me, regardless of how I fix it, regardless of how I turn the bed around, regardless of how I put piles and piles and piles of this. Demons, as a side note, are scared of archons. What does that tell you? See, y'all got to get into, and this is some of my videos coming up, y'all got to get into the creation of things. Kimmy, what you talking about? Y'all think God just created? I'm talking about in order of what would this be called? Not lineage. I know this word, y'all. Lord have mercy. I was not the dumbest cookie in the cookie jar in school. Wait a minute. The order of creation. This is why I tell you guys, God created evil. If God cast down, listen, if God cast down a third of the angels with Satan, including Satan, or with him, I'm with him. If he cast them down into the abyss, in that evil, and made them and turned them into demons, you think he favors you? Now, if you're on his team, man, I'm his number one cheerleader, okay? I mean, I'm looking at some plants instead and they coming up out the ground. I mean, I know I can't do that. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Look at this big old tree right here and got these big old oranges on it now. I know in my world, I'm not able to produce something like that. So anything they can do that and make a baby come out of a woman and make a horse gallop and make a dog bark and make the moon come out and the sun come out and all of this stuff and make an earthquake and a tornado, and I can go on forever. Guess what? I'm on their team. I don't, that's all I want to know. Now you're around here ippity bippity boppity booing and doing magic and all of that and got a crystal ball and all that. I'm not on your team. I'm on someone. Hey, God, clouds, dust, rocks, water, ocean. You. That's whose team I'm on. Somebody that can make some shit happen in a nanosecond. That's the difference between leaders and followers. So you can do that ippity bippity boppity boom, but guess what? Somebody can return that shit back to you because God did not ordain it. And actually, you trying to be God because only God can really, if God want to bring you down, and he will, and he is. Side note. He don't have to, wands, what is that? God don't need magic wands and crystal balls and getting on a broom and riding into the sunset and all that shit. He don't have to do it. He can just think it. And it's done. Done. Just like a fucking Thanksgiving turkey. Do you hear me? So here we go. So I'm asleep, y'all. At least they think. But I am. Cause I'm like, what? I'm on YouTube. Man, God is showing me all this stuff the day before and on YouTube. I said, cause I talk to y'all. When I tell you, I talk to God, man. Let me tell y'all before I say this, and I'm not gonna forget it again. Let me tell y'all how wonderful God is. So they was messing with my phone, as I said earlier, at the beginning of the video. I didn't finish telling you that I got the hammer. No, well, not a hammer. The phone was already cracked. So I went, you not getting it. So I went and iPhone. So I went and broke the phone into two pieces. It wasn't planned, but it ended up in two pieces. Excuse me. One piece went in the trash, and the other piece, it's a big old field back here. Y'all seen some of my videos. The other piece I flung into the woods back here. Go get it. You can have it. Now you can have it. Guess what I said? Because they was messing with the phone the whole weekend. Okay, 3 or 4 days they had been messing with my phone. Probably starting that Friday. They get crunk on Fridays. Woohoo! I said, God, thank you for my phone. Different times, God, thank you for my phone that you fixing to give me. First thing I said though, God, I need a phone, and then. Me knowing how powerful God is and how you throw stuff out in the ethers and in the universe. You know what I'm saying? And he's been doing it. All I got to do is say something. All I got to, y'all, got it. Ooh, Lord. I would scare some of y'all, literally. Literally. Good or bad. I literally, no witchcraft. No witchcraft. No. If I ask God, because he's saying this is what y'all don't realize. He see what's going on. So, and he favors no one. Put both of those together. He see that you are effing with that person and they haven't done anything to you. He see that you won't back the F up and you still messing with that. And you still. He's heard that person cries. He's heard that person's prayers. He know that person that got faith of a mustard seed and not going to do anything because that person is one of God's anointed. And therefore, they have a purpose on this planet and it must come to fruition. Skin and hair care line, y'all. Did I say I grow people's hair instantaneous? That's alopecia in it. So, when you put your request out there, this is how you know you anointed. Anointed people, no ill intent, no witchcraft, no voodoo. We know how to talk to God. That's why he said, touch not my anointed. Is the reason for that is because that group of people they're not angels, although some could be human angels. They're not angels. And this is why I go back to the creation of things. The order of how God, from Moses and Adam and Eve. I mean, if you, in the book of Enoch, which was extracted from the Bible, things that the archons, which I didn't even know about, or I'm like, what? So I'm finding this stuff out as I'm doing research for myself. And as you know, I'm going to pass it to you. Some of this stuff, y'all, like I said, is going to be members only. Because, first of all, some of y'all not going to be able to handle in a video like this some of the stuff I have to say. It's just not going to happen. Okay? When I'm seeing 3 moons, and I know I'm seeing 3 moons, and then it turned to 4 moons, the next full moon session, and then the next full moon, it turns to 5 moons, and I'm literally looking at them, and this is the kicker, they weren't all white. Look at my videos. Now, those videos will not be those will be on the Kimmy Wyatt, @ KIMMEWYATT. Okay, so anyway, y'all, I keep trying to, so much information. 120, and this is it, I swear. So, because I had been looking at these videos the day before, and I'm looking at video after video after video, like, monad. I'm like, I am monad. I'm like, oh my God, what is this? And, y'all, so much stuff. I'm like, oh my God, this shit is real, man. The Egyptians and how you had Thoth, is it Thoth or Thoth? And man, no, this is real. Thoth, the one with the bird head, with the human body. Y'all don't think that's real? See, y'all got to understand, when God was creating, the reason why Satan got mad at God, it was not the reason why he was cast down. He was cast down. He wasn't mad because he wanted to be God. God's not going to create something that wants to be him. Come on, this is God now. Why would he create something that wants to be him? Doesn't make sense. He's a jealous God, so why would he do that? What the issue was that Satan, aka Lucifer, the devil, Lucifer, aka Satan, the devil, was an archangel, and he wanted to be like God. And because God has given basically everything on this planet, everything that he's ever created, 90% of the things that God has created has choice. Okay? It has choice. Humans, if you want to fart. I'm just keeping it real. If you want to go murder somebody, sadly, I hate to say it like this, and you got demons, because demons are coercing you. That's the purpose of demons, are coercion. They're there to coerce you in your thought process, whereas archons are in your thought process. Y'all, paid content. And demons are scared of archons. The reason why they're scared of archons is because, once again, God can tell anything that he's created to get up out of here. If God wanted Archangel Michael to resign, guess what? He can do it. Demons are also scared of the death angel. The death angel is the one that comes and taps you on the shoulder, not in the physical, but tell you to come on. You think you just die and you there? Okay, yeah, you there, and you've seen people die and in the hospitals and all that. Okay, whoop-de-whoop. But in actuality, there is a death angel that comes and picks you up or takes you away. This is your soul. He takes your soul, not your physical. Your soul never dies. Your soul is going with the death angel. And what he does with your soul is according to what God has told him to do. So if 10 people, 20 people, 30 people, come on now, it's over 8 billion people on the planet. If God tells, and so he's working hard now, but he can do that. He's an archangel. And the archangels, as well as the ones that got cast down, are scared of him. Now, y'all, I've been showing this mirror cracked over here. I did that. So if you saw the mirror cracked, this by accident, it already had a crack in it. And then it just one day, okay. Yeah. The kids had cracked it already at the top, and it just finally said, okay. So yeah, so this is what I heard, and I swear this is the last time, but this is so juicy, y'all. I'm enjoying myself giving you guys this information. Look, so I'm once again, this is the day after. And I think it was like 2 days. I'm just like thoughed and getting all this information. I'm like, oh my God, they need to know this. This is what I hear. She almost know who we are. Voice number 1, double-minded. Do you know, before I did this video, they didn't know that I had heard that conversation until I just talked about it before pressing this record button. This happened over a month ago. They didn't even know I heard them say this. I likes to shock them every blue moon. The voice 2, which is boss but not a boss. Hater can't stand me. She says, yeah, well, she don't know. She knows who we are, but she don't know what we are. Yet. Thank you. Ooh, God, she sure did say, y'all got, God was like, you left the word out. So let me repeat that. Yeah. Well, she don't know who we are. She knows who we are, but she don't know what we are yet. Did y'all hear that? Now, if I'm lying and I'm sitting on this chair and I'm pretty healthy, minus this sore throat, ooh, wee. Ooh, what was that? If I'm lying, God, strike me down right now. Take me on to glory. See, that's why I'm going to tell y'all about this phone. What phone, Kimmy? Remember I threw the phone, split it up in half and threw it in the field and the trash and the whole kit and caboodle. What y'all didn't know, I said it. I said, God, I need a phone. While all this was going on. And then I started saying, God, thank you for my phone. Thank you for my phone. During this whole 72 hours or whatever. Thank you for my phone. I didn't say it all the time. I said it about 3 times in 72 hours. Let me tell you how powerful God is in my life. And he can be just as powerful in your life. I knew I was fixing to get a phone. Didn't know where the phone was coming from. Didn't know who gave it to me. And the ironic thing is, because I'm not trying to put my son on blast, I had just asked my son to let me use his phone to make a phone call because I needed to check on something and I didn't have, a phone. He denounced it. He said no. So I'm already sad behind that. And then here they come in lieu of that, domestic hacking in my phone, which was why I needed to use his phone for to contact Apple. You can call Apple. They have an 800 number. I needed to contact Apple because I was creating accounts and he kept hacking into my account, every account I created. So I needed to contact Apple to let them know that my account was being compromised. And he denounced it and said no. So it got to the point where I said, after saying, God, thank you for my phone. Thank you for my phone. It was like, I don't need this phone anymore. Let me go and tear it up. Let me tell y'all how God works. I'm not going to say where I went because it's private and where this happened. And it's because they've been wondering how I got this phone. Because, see, regardless of the situation, you got to let the devil and the demons know y'all must have forgot who. Y'all must have forgot. Look up Roy Jones. Oh, I got to put that in my playlist on this channel. Roy Jones was a boxer. And he also was temporarily, a brief moment, he was a rapper. And he has a song called Y'all Must Have Forgot. Y'all, when I tell y'all that's my song, y'all must have forgot. Roy Jones, one of my favorite songs, okay? Because he letting them know y'all must have forgot who I am. See, listen, when I put that out in the ethers and thanking him for my phone, there's a lady that I know. I see this lady all the time. And we'll have conversation, Y'all, my voice is leaving me. I swear it's leaving. It's not even about the sore throat anymore. My voice is going. You hear my voice? Y'all, how about one day I saw her after that, probably the next day. And I said, do you have a phone? An extra phone? And she looked at me as if she was expecting me to ask her that. I swear, now that I'm telling y'all, the look she had on her face was like, that's weird. Like she knew someone was going to ask her for a phone. But it was very brief, the look she had. And she said, I said, I'll pay you for it. I said, I need a phone. She said, yo, you ain't got to pay me. You ain't got to give me no money. She said, girl, it's fun. It's funny. And then she said, it's funny or ironic. She said, it's ironic. I just ran across a phone that my daughter gave me and told me I can use this phone, and I never used it. And I was just cleaning up some stuff and found the phone. And, I didn't care what kind of phone it was. I needed a phone, like really bad. I was like, I need a phone. And I'm thinking it's just, a regular stegular phone. Regardless, I don't like really too much new anyway, because of the updates that it doesn't have. And she said, you gonna be in here tomorrow? I said, yeah, I'll be here tomorrow. And so we set a time for me to be there. Now I arrived later, but she's there all the time. I mean, I knew she would still be there. Put it that way. And she said, oh, I was wondering where you were. And she said, I got that phone. Y'all, brand new spanking phone. Do you hear me? That it had her daughter's stuff in it, but it still was a new phone. No cracks. You hear that? Boop, boop. No cracks. Confirmation. Regardless of the reason why they did it. No crack. Did y'all hear me? Brand new phone. And I said, oh my God. So it wouldn't come on. I'm like, oh my God, it's not coming on. But the battery was just that low. Like now these batteries these days, they go to phones. When they go to zero. Where before, as soon as you plug the phone in, maybe less than 30 seconds, the phone is ready to come back on. And some of them still do that. And it wasn't coming on. But it wasn't nothing but the devil like, it ain't coming on, trying to mess with me. Demons. But the phone, she said, well, you can plug it over there and on the wall. And I plugged it in and put it on top of a little round table. But where I can see it. And y'all, I went back over there to check it out. It was at 14% and it was turned on because, and let me see. Yeah, it was at 14%. It didn't turn on because it didn't turn on by itself. But I noticed it was at 14%, which let me know that it was charging. And then I turned it on. So I'm going to go, you guys. Just stay prayed up, you guys. If you want something and you know that you will die for the Lord and blah, blah, just ask him. Ask and ye shall receive. When one door closes, a window will open. Okay? Or he'll open up another door. So within 72 hours, I manifested a new phone. Keep it moving. Because let me tell you something, and I'm telling you guys this, but this is for message for them. Once God tells you to do something, that's what he wants you to do. And nothing you do will ever stop that. The only thing you have accomplished is stagnation, pausing that person's destiny. Stopping it, you don't have that kind of power. I don't care what broom you get on and ride around the moon. Y'all got the moon thinking it's Saturn because y'all going around the moon with your witch hats on and all that and getting on your broom riding around the moon. No, it's not going to happen. And also, paid content. But I'm going to tell y'all now that y'all know that God ordained, just like the death angel. Y'all, I got chills right now. Don't cry. The moon is my fucking best friend. Why they going to the moon? Why they going to the moon trying to mess with me and you? Did y'all know that, like the archangel, creation of things, that there are, I hate to say deities, because when you say deities, people think someone that's worshiping something. Did y'all know that that there is, it's not a human, okay? God, someone watches over the moon and someone watches over the sun. Something, put it that way. That's their job. Just like if God sent Archangel Michael down here to watch over you, he don't have to come down here. And that person way in the Netherlands, and he can do that. He's powerful, so he can watch multiple people at angel. All seeing eyes, seraphims. These are things that God created, and he created them in order of specification, what he wanted. God, we're made in the image of God, but we are not God. We're supposed to be made like him. I choose to differ. We ain't made like God. Who told you and whoever said we can move a mountain? I'm trying to, y'all know how many mountains I would have moved by now and put on top of their head. Oh, I'm just going to put this mountain on y'all head, okay? Y'all keep on messing with me. I'm just to put a mountain on your head. You're not going to be able to move. No. But I get it. It's not about moving a mountain. It's about going around that mountain. Keep it moving. So whatever y'all trying to do to people out here that are anointed, which makes them chosen, hang that shit up. Gotta go. Bye. Hasta la vista. Buenos Aires. Buenas noches. Arrivederci. Au revoir. Salida. Don't let the doorknob hit you where the good Lord split you. And I might sing y'all a song. Girl. Let me see. This girl I'll say it girl like I'm talking to my friend. I'm going to sing y'all a damn song. Let me see. I'm going to have to take y'all on out. The safest. No, I've sang that before. Y'all, why I get to this point, and it's just so many songs that I could sing. Celine, I love Celine. Yeah. Anyway, I'll think of some. With my time, I'm gonna do 140. I'm losing my time, y'all. Oh my God. And I love Denise Williams too. Free, and I just got to be me, yeah. Free. Whispering in his ear, my magic potion for love, telling him I'm sincere and that there's nothing too good for us, but I want to be free. And I just got to be me, yeah. Kill me. Oh, me. I just wanna be me. Free. Let me go. Free. Y'all, y'all hear that? I sound like a frog. It finally came on in and kicked on in. I gotta go. Much love. Okay, huggies. Give me my hug. Y'all get this family hug. Ooh, that feels so good. Bye. Gotta go. I still got a minute. Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. I don't know what y'all supposed to do some SWV, but I'm smiling. Oh, yeah. Y'all don't know that song. That's, oh, yeah. Ooh, Yeah. Did I hear you say that? You want another chance. You need another try. You're ready to reclaim your prize. So you want my love back. Then why you let it slip away? Amen. Why'd you ever let me go? Your change of heart has come too late. Well, the door is locked. The game is in. Let's see. The door is locked. The game. Yep. I said it right. Damn. The door is locked. The game is in. The game has changed. You've been too gone. Oh, too long, baby, to ever get back again in my life. Okay, so that is In Vogue, Too Gone, Too Long. One of my favorite songs. You guys look that video up. Okay. Bye. Gots to go. Hasta la vista. Buenos Aires. Buenos noches. Arrivederci. Avrev Wasalito. Don't let the doorknob hit you with the good Lord split you. Some of y'all need to let the doorknob hit you with the good Lord split you. Ciao, Bella. Ciao, Bello. Smooches gotta go. Bye.